let's kind of go a little bit of a 101 because there'll be a lot of service directors here. You know our audience. Like I said, you've been writing for them for a long time. They know you. So that's that. In the main, it's generally your service director that will be watching us today. Um, where does that service director that's frustrated, that is watching this and going, yes, yes, finally somebody's saying what I've been saying, but what do I do about it? How do they push it up? How do they raise their head above the parapet, or what can they do as a proactive first starting point? I'm always a fan, and I always believed in the fact that if you go to somebody with an idea, a solution, it's going to get a green light a lot easier than just going to somebody and going, we need to do this. This is a problem. I haven't any idea how to solve it. So for those guys watching, what would your first kind of, what's the first thing to do if you
The
don't have
first thing is to start with the end in mind.
yeah,
And I think that the way they can get people to listen to them and make change is to be able to build a business case about why they should do something. I hear a lot of marketers and managers say, well, we should offer contracts. If we offer contracts, our customers will be happier, or we should expand, to offer more advanced services or value added services. Everyone's doing it. People want it. But you have to have the data behind you to say that, to back it up. And then not only just show what percentage of your customers want and need the service, but show some type of pro forma forecast or a market sizing and forecast of if we offer this type of service, whether it's something as basic as moving from next day service contracts to same day service contracts, what's the revenue opportunity and forecast going to look like, or if it's more like an as a service offering. So you got to show that because data talks, and data related to dollars or pounds or whatever currency talks even louder.
yeah, yeah. It's it's almost exactly the same conversation as when we talk to maybe one of the vendors, and they say, well, look, get the numbers, get the data, get the ROI, because that's what will open the eyes of the CFO. It's the same thing, isn't it? It's get the data, show that end story, because that's how you'll get the buy-in for that project. Um,
Now, as part of that, Chris, they still may need a little education about service. So put a gratuitous plug in here. We have a course on our website, and we're also going to be launching some courses with you as well that help service executives, managers, and directors understand the mind shift and the shift in their thinking that needs to occur for them to start building the case study. So just a couple highlights of what they should be doing is just understand that in every product there's a service opportunity. And sometimes, many times, in fact, you could spend more on those service opportunities over the life cycle of that product than you do on the original purchase price of the product. And when they understand that, they could start their perspective changes, and they could start constructing models of what would it look like. Because without that, it's like you're we used to use the term, you're trying to hammer a square peg in the round hole, or you're talking two different languages.
yeah. To put it into a bit more towards Cockney, it's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, which is more this side of. Anyone watching that's from London and the UK will go, that's not Cockney. But for anyone watching in the States, that really is. I can blag some people. I can on one side of the audience. I can't on the other. So I'll let you guys be the decider.